The First Tee is a youth development organization, plain and simple. We try to teach life skills and core values and healthy choices to kids. We happen to use golf as a facility, and Harvey Penick Golf Campus is our classroom. You can actually teach things in that context of golf without the child knowing they're being taught something, and that's probably the most effective way of teaching something. When I first got involved with the organization, we didn't have this kind of facility. We didn't have a home where we could take the kids, and so it was very difficult to deliver a consistent, ongoing program. Today, the Harvey Penick is the context for everything we teach, whether it be golf, a life skill like how to develop confidence in your ability to hit a golf ball, or your ability to perform well in school, or to persevere when things get tough. It's interesting to look back on the use of the land before we built the golf course there. The land was initially a landfill in Travis County. It was pretty much an eyesore in the community. But ultimately that land was purchased by IBM with the idea that they were going to develop it. But they discovered after they bought it that the amount of buildable land in the area was not nearly what they had thought it was. They decided that the best use of the land perhaps was to donate it. They donated the land to the Eastside YMCA, but even the Y didn't have any real clear idea how they were going to use the floodplain. And at the time, the First Tee had no facility of its own, so the idea of actually building a facility with the Y was very, very attractive. Finally, the agreement was that we would lease the land for 30 years at $1 a year, and we would build a golf course to serve the community and serve First Tee needs and actually become a public golf course and be an asset in the area. Individuals benefit from the healthy activity and the stress reduction that goes on when you go play golf. Most people don't consider golf an athletic activity, but walking 18 holes of golf is a significant athletic event. And I think one of the biggest things, particularly for the youth in our community, is the fact that you have this natural area out there. Now, it may be a golf course, but it's also a natural habitat for a lot of wildlife. One of my favorite stats talks about high school graduation. If a kid stays in our program for at least 2 years, that child has a 98% chance of graduating from high school. That is huge, particularly on the east side of town where the standard statistic is more like 50%. Those numbers tell us that our program is working. If you look at the impact on our kids, if you look at the economic and environmental impacts, if you look at the personal and social impact on those community members who come out and use the facility, I think you're showing a huge return on investment for what the Harvey Penick has become.
Tees over here kind of by the bulb.
They've all have some there. There's here. Jaden, you need some tees?
Go ahead, Jaden. Can I get one?
I almost hit it to the green without a tee with this.
Cool.
Oh.